Hi guys, today's video I'm going to show you how to create real-time chat application with Laravel, and we are going to use Pusher as a driver for sending and receiving instantly the message. So let's see the step by step. Before jump into it, I want to show you the demo. Okay, so let me go here, and I have already logged in as John Dew, and there is option I have given the chat, and if you click on the chat you can see that something like this screen. We have a list of all the users on the left side, and there is a selected by default one user is Hardik Savani. So in the new window, let me open and log in that user. So go here and Hardik Savani, log in as a Hardik Savani. I'm going to do so. Hardik3 dot at the rate gmail.com. Okay, I think it's .3. So yeah, and let me add the password and log in. Okay, and make me setting and appearance. I want to use the light theme for now. So chat, and let me minimize it so side by side we can see that. So let me also minimize this screen. So that's great. So let me just, yeah, perfect. And yes, now it's perfect. Okay, so you can see that now one side I'm logging in as a John Dew, and the next window I'm logging as a Hardik Savani. So I will just say message, hi Hardik, and hit enter. You can see that like instantly I'm receiving the message. Same thing, hi John, and if I click send, you can see that instant I am receiving the message. If I refresh, keep the history as well. Okay, and for example, how are you Hardik, for example. Okay, and just click on send, you can see instant receiving the message. And one thing you notice, if I say like hi John, it's also showing here like Hardik Savani is typing. So that also, if I say, you can see that. Same thing, if John is typing, then you can see that John Dew is typing. So both things we are going to cover: instant message, typing also we are going to display, and basic chat application. So now let's get started from the scratch. Okay, so let me close this window first. So yeah, remove this, and also let me close this and go to my terminal, and let me close everything over here. And yeah, that's great. Let me clear it. Okay, and let me go back and let me create a new application. So I will just say Laravel new. Okay, and it is asking for project name. So Laravel chat app. Okay, and hit enter, and you can see that it is asking for which star kit you want to use. I want to use Livewire for this example, and I want to use default Laravel authentication and paste as a testing framework. So let's wait a moment to download fresh Laravel application, and yeah, let's wait. Also, it is asking for npm install. I will say yes, I want to install the npm. Okay, so let's wait. Yeah, it's building and created the application. Let me go to the Laravel chat app. Okay, and let me clear it and open to my VS Code editor. So I will just say code dot. Yeah, and you can see that VS Code editor is open, and you can see over here there is a .env configuration file. And let me go and do it the database configuration first. So database connection by default using SQLite. I want to use MySQL, so let me keep MySQL, and let me uncomment all this. And my database name is, let me go to the table plus. Okay, and let me connect the database. Okay, so go to the localhost and Laravel underscore chat and click on connect. You can see that I have connected with Laravel underscore chat database. Let me go Laravel underscore chat database, and my username is root and password is also root. Save, and let's double confirm with run the migration php artisan migrate. Okay, and you can see that migration is running perfectly fine. Now let me go and just refresh it, and you can see that all the tables are created. Okay, first of all I will run the application. So let me go to my terminal and let's run the application php artisan serve. Okay, and go to the browser and let's open. And you can see there is a login and registration page with the starter kit. Click on registration, and I'm going to use the fact filler to create a new user, so I don't have to fill the information, and just create a new user. And you can see that it's all working perfectly fine. Okay, so the next I'm going to create a new table that's called chat underscore messages, and we store all the messages on that table. So let me go and create a model and table for it. So let me open in new terminal, PHP artisan Mac model chat message dash m. Okay, so that means it's also create the migration with model. Hit enter and you can see that. So let me go to the VS Code editor and go to the database, and first column I'm going to add sender ID with the foreign key, foreign ID, and that's called sender underscore ID. Okay, same thing, I will add receiver ID, and I will take another column with text data type and message. Okay, save it. So that means we added 3 column, and let's run the migration. PHP artisan migrate. Okay, and you can see that it's run. Let me go to the table plus, hit refresh. You can see that chat messages, that table is created. Okay, now let me go to the model and define that column. So let me go to the model, and here I'm going to say protected, fillable, and I'm going to pass array with sender underscore ID, receiver underscore ID, and then message, and save it. And I'm also going to define the relationship for the sender and receiver with user. So let me create function sender and remove this all, and return $this belongs to user class, and sender underscore ID is the second column. Save it, copy the same thing, and here I'm going to say receiver, and I will use receiver underscore ID. Save it. Okay, so that's the thing, model and migration is done. Okay, now I'm going to create new Livewire model. Okay, so let me create new Livewire component. So PHP artisan Mac Livewire chat component. Okay, so you can see that it's created a new class and bled file. Okay, now let me go and create route for it. So let me go, and here after authentication I'm going to say get chat, and I will call chat livewire class, and I'm also going to define the name of the route chat. Okay, and save it. Okay, and let me go to the resource and view and the component layouts, and we are going to use sidebar component. So here let me add the option as well, so you can access directly from here. Home icon, I'm going to change the icon Laravel using flux icon. So flux icon, and if I go here and heroic icons, so let me go and let me search message icon. You can set anyone, but I want to use this one for this example. Copy this, paste it over here, save it. Here change the name chat, and here also I will say chat. Okay, save it, and now let me go here and hit refresh. You can see that in the sidebar I have added the chat menu. If you click on it right now, blank page, we haven't changed anything. So let me go here and close this, go to the Livewire and chat.blade file. So first of all I am going to get the heading, copy this heading from the settings, and just give the heading that's called like chat. Save it, go here and refresh. You can see that perfectly fine, the design. Okay, now I want to create the design for the chat application. So I have already created a snippet for it, so we can speed up the video. So let me show you that one, the design first, and then I will show you the custom snippet as well. Okay, so I will say chat design, hit enter, save it. And if I go and refresh, you can see that it's coming design, but not very good because we need to run npm server. So npm run dev, hit enter. You can see now. Let me go and refresh. You can see that proper design with on left side we have a users and the users header, and there is a message also here display, and here is the form, okay, where you can send the message. This is HTML. So let me go here, and you can see that first of all user section on the left side, then there is a header where like selected users we are showing, and then this is the message section, and then there is a form, okay. And I have used my custom snippet. You can use my custom snippet code from here. Let me go and show you as well. So like custom snippets, you can see over here I have created the file. I have also captured the video, so you can see that how you can create custom snippet in VS Code, okay. So now let me move it to over here, okay. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I will display the users, okay. So list of users. So what I'm going to do, good, let me close this, go to the Livewire model, and here I will take one variable public $users, okay. And then I will use mount method. So before render the live wire, then it's called the mount, okay. So here $this users, I will get all the users excluding login users. So where not id auth facade colon id, and then I will just say get, okay, save it, okay. Then I'm going to display these all the users, okay. So go to the chat again, and here we are going to display. Right now just we have a one users, so for each and $users user, okay. And let me remove this space, okay. And now let me go here and display the username from the object $user name, and same thing I will copy this, and user email, save it, okay. And now let me go here, and you can see user not found. So let me import the user, so user model, save it, okay. So it's import over here, and let me go here. Right now we don't have a user. Why it's not coming? Because I have just one user, and I have exclude login user, okay. So let me create some users. So let me go log out, register, and let me use the fact filler and create new user. Let me log out again and create new user. So register, let me use again the fact filler, create, and go to the chat. Now you can see that we have two more users over here. There is one user that's not coming in the list because you cannot check chat with you. So same thing, if I go, I also want to display that first user over here, so we can assume I am talking with this user, okay. So let me go here and public selected user, I'm adding a new variable, and then $this selected user, $this users. Right now I am taking first user from the list, save, okay. And then we are going to display the name of that user over here, okay. So $selected user name, and also we are going to display $selected user email, save it, okay. Now if I refresh it, you can see that alpha noble, okay. So you can see that here we are displaying the username, but if I click on this user, it should be also display the name over here. So we can assume we can click and change the chat as well, okay. So what I'm going to do, I will use wire click event equal to select user, okay. And we are going to pass the user ID over here, so just say user ID, save it. And now let's create a new method over here that's called function user select, and we are getting the ID. And first I will get this selected user equal to user find. I will find user from the ID, save it. So that means when I click on that user, it's triggered this method and find the user and store to the selected user variable, okay, save it. And now if I click on this, you can see that Hope Ryan and often Noble, you can see that so I can click it. I also want to highlight where, because if I click on it, I don't understand this in the right left side, like which user is active right now. So let me go here and let me enter for the class, and here I will just say selected user id equal to user id. Then I'm going to add a class over here, and that's a class called bg blue. Okay, so bg blue, some I'm just adding the Tailwind css class, so bg blue 50, and then I'm just say font semicolon, font semi bold. Okay, save it, and now let's see, there is a problem over here because we haven't finished the ternary condition. Save it. Now let me go. You can see that it's highlighted. You can do whatever you want, but I just want to give the slight effect over there. If I click on Hope Ryan, then you can see that it's bold and background blue, so I can see that this is user selected. Okay, and now next move, I want to, when you can send the message, that should be stored into the database. So let me go, and first of all, for the input I need to give one more variable, public new message. Okay, and that's empty, and I will bind with the input. So let me go here and wire model and new message, and then when form will be submit, then we store message to the database. Okay, so wire colon submit, and here I will create submit method. Save it, and let me go to the chat and create new method over here, that's called submit method. Okay, here first of all we are just checking if not $this new message, then return. Okay, if they are not adding any message, like if they just click on the empty, then do nothing. Okay, we are not going to any validation right now, just do nothing. Okay, and then after chat message colon create, first we need to pass sender underscore id, so that means sender means auth user id. Okay, then we need receiver underscore id. Receiver id we can get from the selected user, so that means we already have a variable that's called selected user id. Okay, and then at the end message equal to this new message, and at the end I will make it clear again, new message variable. Okay, so input will be clear. Save it. Now let me go and hit refresh and just say test. Okay, and click on send. You can see that we have nothing, and but input is empty, that means our code is working. So let me go to the database and hit refresh over here. You can see that we have created one record with the test message, so that means it's working perfectly fine. Now what I am going to do is, so we need to just display the message. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, create one more variable that's called messages, and then we will get the messages $these messages equal to. Okay, so we are going to get the selected user messages, so I will get chat message model query, and then I will write the where condition with the function, and I will pass the queue over here, so we can write the multiple where condition over here, where sender underscore id equal to auth id, and where receiver underscore id is $this selected user id. Okay, same reverse with the or condition, so copy this and just paste it over here, and with the or where. okay. And here you need to reverse it, so just say like sender will be selected ID, so just cut it and save it, okay. And at the end I will say latest get, save it, okay. And I forgot the semicolon over here and also over here, save it. So that means this is the where condition, like we have where with the multiple where, like sender equal to auth user ID and receiver equal to selected user ID. Then if sender equal to selected user ID and receiver ID with auth ID, so that means we here get the conversation between the selected user ID and login user ID, okay. Now this messages I am going to display over here, so let me go here and just for each loop messages message, okay, and then put inside the for each loop, save it. And here I'm going to display the message, okay, dollar message, okay, save it. And if I go and refresh it, you can see that entire message, because just message equal to message, save it. Now you can see that test message, because we already have a conversation now, like test, and hit submit, but it's nothing over here again. Even it's created a new record over here, okay. If I refresh it, you can see that it's created a new record, but it's not instantly come over here. If I refresh, then it's come. So what I am going to do, so let me go here, and after create the record, I'm going to push the object, okay. So I will store this message, and then download this messages, push dollar message, and save it, okay. And now let me go refresh it, and I will say hi and click on it. You can see that instantly come because we pushed the message, okay. But now let me go here, and if I click on Hope Ryan, you can see that message is still showing old one because I talked with this noble, okay. So what we are going to do the next, so when I change the user, that means the message should be changed as well. So I will create new method over here, load messages, and save it. And then I will create the function, so I don't have to write twice the same code. So copy this and paste it, okay. So that means perfectly fine, okay. Now this method I am going to call in selected user method as well, save it, okay. Now let me go here, refresh it, and if I click Hope Ryan, you can see that now nothing, like this is for Hope, okay. And click on send, you can see that this is for Hope. And if I click on this, you can see that that means our message is right now working, okay. Now let me go and register new user, and I want to talk with on different different window, okay. So let me open it and localhost and register new window. So let's see with the real-time chat, okay. And Hardik Savani, okay, and @gmail.com, set the password, create account, okay. And let me use the light version chat. You can see that open, okay. Make me smaller window, so yeah, so now perfect, yes, okay. And same thing, if I go here, let me make it, this one is also smaller, side by side we can check it, okay. And if I refresh it, you can see that over here is the Hardik, because it's not coming latest. So what I am going to do is over here, after that I want to get latest, so order by, so new user always come to the first. So you can see that now if I refresh first, okay, and then yeah, so now I will just say Hardik, okay, and click on send. You can see that it's sending the message, and if I go and refresh, I am receiving the message over here. But you can see that it's the same size, and same side, like on the right side displaying. So I don't know who is sending. So what I'm going to do, so go here to the chat. So here dollar message, okay, sender underscore ID equal to both user ID, then justify, and otherwise I'm using the Tailwind class, justify start, okay, and then I'm going to just say same condition I'm going to copy. So if I go here, and yeah, there is a problem, auth, it's not ID, just ID helper. So go here, you can see that it's coming on the left side, and this is for, because it's I am the sender, so that's when it's right side, and I am receiver on the screen, so that's why it's on left side, but color is still same. So I want to also like change the color based on the sender and receiver. So paste the condition. If this change, then I'm going to just say slight color change for sender and receiver. So just say 200, save it. Now let me go here and go, you can see that over here is, and also let me add BG gray 800, BG gray 200, and text gray 800, save it. Now you can see that now it's better, okay. Hi Hardik, I will just say hi, and if I refresh it, you can see that I also received, but you can see that it's also latest, because let me go here and change the order over here, just not latest, it should be a descending order. So just save, and if I refresh and refresh, you can see that now it's showing perfectly fine. I will just say how are you, okay, and click on send. You can see that how are you, and if I go here and refresh it, you can see how are you, and I am fine. Click on it. So this is the very simple chat we have completed over here. So let me go here. Okay, so you can see that basic chat with Hardik Savani, we did it and we completed. Next, we are going to install broadcasting, because we are going to send and receive the message instantly using the pusher as a driver. So let's get started. So first of all, what we need to do, just scroll down over here into the Laravel documentation. There is a PHP artisan install broadcasting. Just copy this command, okay, and go to your terminal, okay, and just paste it, okay. And you can see that it is asking for, do you want to install Laravel Reverb, Pusher, or Ably, but I want to choose Pusher and hit enter. You can see that it is asking for Pusher app ID. So let me go to the Pusher. So you need to go to that website pusher.com and go here, and I have already logged in, so let me go to the login. You can see that, and here you can see that we are going to use the sandbox plan. So click on manage, and then let me click create a new app, and I'm going to use, I want to keep the as it is all this options, because select the cluster. Right now I am living in Mumbai, India, so I will keep this and click on create app, and it will create a new app. And how to use, they have given the basic documentation with the JavaScript, but I will click on app and keys, okay. So you can see that they have already provided app ID, key, secret, and pusher. So I'm just copy this app ID and go here. It is asking for pusher app ID. I will just paste it, hit enter. It is asking for pusher app key. So in the next, copy this, just paste it, and then it is also asking for secret. You cannot share with anyone. I will just remove after this example, but make sure, okay. So just paste it, this secret, and then it is asking for which cluster you are using to app2. So if I scroll down, you can see that app ap2. So just hit enter, and you can see that it's going to configure all the things according to the pusher. So just wait a moment, and you can see that it's also asking for, you want to install the npm dependencies. Yes, we need. So just say yes, and just wait to install all the things. yeah, it's installed. And now let me go to again VS Code editor and what it does. So let me go to the composer.json first, and you can see that by default they have added pusher PHP server composer package. That's you can see that also they mention in the documentation. So let me go here. You can see that pusher channel, you need to install this. So because we did using the install broadcasting, so that's why you don't have to do this manually. Okay, and then after next step you can see that configure. So let me go to the config file, click on config. They have also published the broadcasting.php, and where all the connection you can see over here by default null, and you can set reverb, pusher and ably, redis and all. And now if I go here, we are using the pusher, so we need to set app key, app secret and app id. So let me go to the env. You can see that broadcast connection pusher automatically save it because we did from the command prompt. And then if I scroll down, you can see that they have already set up over here pusher app id, pusher app key and all the env configuration, so you don't have to do manually anything. Okay, and now let me go to the resource and js. Here they have also created echo and all the pusher configuration, you can see that, so you don't have to do this is the manually echo.js, you can see over here. Okay, so like broadcaster is a pusher and like pusher app key from the env. So let me go here, paste it. You can see that app key it's taking from here. So this is perfectly fine setup, they did automatically, we don't have to do manually anything. Okay, so go to the app.js. Here just you need to import this echo, so just import dot echo.js and just save it. Okay, so that means when you run like npm build on npm dev, then it will be import this echo.js and it will work. Okay, so just not dot over here, so just I forgot dot here, and maybe you, if you don't write .js, that will be also work. If you write, that also work. Okay, both you can check it. Okay, save it. So that means this is perfectly configuration fine for us to do with the pusher configuration. And now let me go here and go to the pusher. You can watch your channel over here, like how many use and all the things you can keep watching over here. Okay, right now we are using the sandbox, so that allows for 100 a day or something like that. Okay, so this is great. Next we are going to create the events to send a real-time message to the user, so we need event to create. Yeah, here is the message sent.php file. So first of all we are going to implements like should broadcasting now, because we want to instantly message the send, and then as an argument public chat message. Okay, and I will create the message object. Okay, and then we are going to run private channel, so I will give the name of the channel chat dot, then I am going to merge with $this message receiver underscore id. Okay, so that means we are going to channel for the receiver id. Okay, and then I'm going to pass the data. So let me create the function, and that's called broadcast with, just call with, and remove this all the arguments. And then here I need to return the array, and in the array I'm going to pass the id of the message $this message id. Then also I am going to pass sender underscore id $this sender underscore id. Same thing, I also want to pass the receiver underscore id, receiver id, also pass the message. Okay, so copy and paste. So this is the array I'm going to pass when we are going to publish the publish the message. At that time save it. And this private channel I need to authenticate. So let me go here to the channel.php. Here we are not going to use this channel, so we are going to use chat dot receiver underscore id. When you are using the private channel, that is important for the authentication. So argument we are taking receiver id, and this is receiver id, so exactly only receiver user will receive the message. Okay, so save it. So authentication is done, this is also done, perfectly fine. Now let me go here into the chat.php class. So let me go here, and first of all, when we are sending a new message, we are going to broadcast our event. Okay, so broadcast cast, okay, and I will use new and message send that event we created, and as argument I will pass the message object because it's taking the message object. Save it. Okay, after that I'm not going to write the JavaScript code because Laravel Livewire is already provide how to listen the echo channel, okay, using the method. So let me go here and I will create function and get listeners, okay, and here you just define your channel. So return in array. First key you need to provide the channel name, so I will use echo private, okay, and then chat dot. First of all we need to pass the user ID because channel is open for login user. So what I'm going to do first, over here I will define new variable that's called login ID, okay, and then if I go here $this login ID equal to auth colon ID. Save it, okay, and this ID I'm going to use over here, okay. So let me go and just say $this ID and then comma separate, then comma I need to pass the event name. So event name is message sent because if I go here this is the class name, so copy this class name and paste it, and value will be the method name. So new chat message notification, okay, so that's great. And let me use the semicolon and create a new function called new chat message notification, and argument we are receiving the message because we are already passing the array over here. So let me go here and here I will check if $message sender ID equal to this selected user ID, then what I'm going to do, message object chat message colon find, I will get the message ID from the parameter and then I will push the message to the messages variable, okay, copy this, paste it. You can also directly push the message because we already passes the message key, but for now our flow I want to keep the simple, so that's why I have written like this way. So this is perfect for the listeners. And now let me go here and go to the resources JS, and inside that they created echo.js, but if I go here in white configuration they are not adding that, only taking app.js. so here I will import that file, import /echo and save it, echo.js, okay, yeah, echo is fine, yeah, save it, okay. So let me minimize it and both window are open over here, okay, and let's see if it's properly listening or not. Yeah, there is no error about echo. So yeah, here save it. Now just send the one message hi and click on send. You can see that I received instantly that message. I am cool, okay, and hit send button. You can see that I am receiving instantly message because of we are broadcasting the event and listening the reverb port. So this is perfect chat application. Let me test it again. Good to go, and just send instantly on the left side. Yeah. Next, I want to add the indicator, like when user is typing, then the other window should say like Hardik is typing and Mile is typing, something like that. I want to display the indicator. So first of all, let me go here to the VS Code editor, go to the chat.blend. Here I will be add DAV. Okay, so let me add DAV and add the ID that's called typing indicator. Okay, and then let me add the class of Tailwind CSS and px4, so pb1 and text xs and then text gray with 400 and italic. That's cool. Okay, and just typing dot. Okay, save it, and you can see that there is a perfect design over here. Now let me remove this typing over here. So first thing what I'm going to do, when I am going to change the new message, at that time that should be a listen, like push the message to the user. So like other window they can listen it. So I'm going to use whisper for it. So first of all what I'm going to do, dot live. Okay, and then if I go to chat.plat, here Livewire already provide the updated function. So updated new message. Okay, and I will get argument as a value. Yeah, save it. Okay, now I need to dispatch one event. So let me go and this dispatch first argument, name of the event, so user typing, and then I will pass the data. So I will pass user id equal to $this login user id. So login id we already pass, and user name also I'm going to pass. So I will take the name from auth id. I will also pass the selected user id. So selected user id colon $this selected user id, and that's cool. So that means we are dispatch one event, and we also need to listen that. So let me go here, go to the here we need to write the javascript code script, and here I will write the init method. So that means when Livewire initialize, then call this function, and also write the event. So I also created snippet for it. So event, and you can see Livewire on event name. So we have created event call user typing. Okay, and in event I am going to get the data. So console.log, and let's double check it's working or not. Okay, save it. Okay, now let me go here and let me open the inspect element over here, refresh it, and just say yeah, it's nothing working. So let me go what happened live. That's fine. New message, that's also updated new message value, and this is all perfectly fine. User typing T capital was, yeah, that was the issue. So let me go, and you can see that I am receiving the every time when I changing the data selected user id. So what we need to do, we need to call a selected user id private channel so they can listen it. So let me go and send this data to the selected user id. So window dot echo dot private. Okay, and then here I'm going to pass chat dot dollar event dot, we have already passed selected user id. Okay, something like this way. Okay, and then dot whisper. Okay, this is the method whisper, and I'm going to send typing, and then I will send the data as an object. Okay, so user id equal to I will get from the event dot user id. Okay, same thing I will also pass username and event dot username. That's cool. So we are sending the username, okay, over here, and now I want to write the listen the port code. Okay, so same thing, window dot echo dot private. Okay, and the channel is echo dot, here I am going to, because this is the listen forever, so we are also passing the login id. So we just use login id dollar login id. Okay, and then I need to listen for whisper. Okay, so this is get. Okay, now let me create a function on it. So that's we are going to typing. Okay, and then I will get the event. Yeah, here what I'm going to do, I will first get the variable. So I will get the indicator object first. So what I'm going to say, t equal to document dot get element by id. Okay, and then you need to just pass the id name of the indicator. So here we already defined typing indicator, so go here and just paste it over here, and then at the end what I'm going to do, t dot inner text equal to dollar event dot username, because we are already passing the username over here, and then I will say is typing. That's cool, right? So now save it and let's see. Okay, if I refresh it, and let me go here and also refresh it, and I will just type, it's doing nothing. Even it's also like passing the code. Okay, so maybe let me go here, and what we are doing the mistake over here, selected user ID also we are passing. Refresh, and let me try it again. I have a one thing mistake, so let me go here. It's not echo, it's a chat dot user ID, because this is the channel, and listen for whisper and save it. Okay, now let me go here and refresh. Okay, and if I typing, you can see that 3 is typing. If I go here, 4 is typing, but let me go here, it's not username passing. Maybe go here because we are using user name. That's cool, right? Let me go here, refresh. Now if I go, you can see that if I go, Hardik Savani is typing, so that's cool. But you can see that it's keep open. Okay, it's not going to like after some seconds that should be removed, right? So let me go here and use get timeout. Okay, this is already like a JavaScript function, so let me go and use it. Okay, and let me just write the code for it. So t dot inner text equal to empty after 200 seconds. Okay, save it. Okay, now let's see and test it. If I writing, you can see that my Matthew and is typing. I think it should be close after 30 seconds. Maybe I made a mistake over here, so let me go here. This is all yeah, it should be work. Yeah, when I'm just typing, then you can see that it's keep opening like Mile Matthew. You can see that it should be after some time, because I already stopped the writing, then it should be like like stop the writing. So what I'm going to use, new method and set timeout, and then inside I'm going to call new function, and inside that function I will use t dot inner text equal to empty. So after 2000 millisecond it will go away. So let me go and remove this one. Okay, and just refresh, and if I typing, you can see that Mile is typing, and just stop it, it goes away. Same thing for Hardik Savani is typing. You can see that after 2 seconds it's gone away. So that means this is working perfectly fine, everything. So that what I showed you in the demo. So I hope guys, if you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel for more videos, and share with your friends. See you in the next video guys.